Reveal yourself. Why do y'all think we in the age of revelations? What do y'all think this is the revealing of? You. You have to reveal yourself. Show us who you are. Show us where you come from. Show us what you can do. Show us what you're capable of. Show us how you can help the world. Show us how special you are. Show us your insecurity. Show us your greatness. That's the revelation. You are the revelation. You are the great revealing. You cannot reveal yourself if you hide. If you play in the background. Straight like that. Straight like that. Fruit Up family. Fruit Up family. Y'all know what time it is. Fruit Up Friday. What up, though? I'm glad to be here, man. I am just thrilled to be here tonight. What up? Fruit Up with Bobby Smith, YouTube. Bobby Smith, the Facebook groups. Let's Get Healthy. What up? We in here too. Max Accountability. We in there. We everywhere. We everywhere. Instagram. What up? Fruit Up. Friday Night Vibes. Y'all know how we get down. I am on day 17. Family. Day 17 of all apples, right? Of all apples. And today I haven't even eaten an apple. So that's the type of energy we own. That's the type of time we own. We having a good time tonight. I got a special guest, my brother. I don't have enough to say about Ra Ishmael. This brother right here is very motivating, very inspiring, very, very like relatable. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we vibe, and definitely been an inspiration to the whole community of the Fruit Up world. And I'm honored to bring my brother on with us tonight. And I'm going to quit playing games and just bring him on. What up, Ra? What's going on, family?
Salute, bro. How you doing, man? I'm good. I'm good.
I'm doing excellent, man. Glad to have you on. Glad to have you on. Ra Ishmael, everyone. This is him. Ra, glad to have you here tonight, man. We're gonna get it started off right, and get it straight to it. We're gonna give you the floor, and I want you to tell the people a little bit about Ra Ishmael.
Well, for starts, the name is Ra Ishmael, right?
Ra
It
Ishmael.
comes from my name, Rashid Ali. That's it. I didn't come up with Ra because I wanted to be some sun god or something like that. I'm Rashid Ali. Cut it short because I got tired of people messing up my name. It's Ra Ishmael, right? I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, the land. I was just Avatar was born and raised there. Uh, I'm a brother I'm very resilient. I'm gonna say that about myself. I'm a resilient person. I've been through a lot. My life has been a roller coaster. It's been ups and downs. From the start, from the giddy up, just me being born at the age. I'm 3 years old, 3.5 years old. I lose my dad. Like most black males, I grew up without a pops, right? But the crazy thing is I could remember it like I was a grown man. When my dad died, I'm 3.5 years old. I can still remember being held and telling him to get out of the casket with the American flag on his casket. That is stuck in my head. You feel me? I still see my mom's just losing it, going crazy. The ushers trying to get her together. So, my life has been a roller coaster. From there, my mom did the best that she could, raising a young man, a boy. You know what I'm saying? She did the best that she could, bringing me up. She kept me in the church. I was one of them type of dudes, the little dudes with the tie and the little Bible, walking the Bible study, trying to learn the word. You feel me? That was me. On mine, the neighborhood I grew up in. I'm from the project. They call it DTW down the way, 30th Central. That's why I was brought up. And if you know anything about Cleveland, Ohio, back in the days, and probably to this day, it was one of them sets of projects you didn't want to be walking over there if you didn't know somebody. So that's the type of neighborhood I came from. My building was beautiful. The people in it was beautiful. it was all like family oriented. You know what I mean? From my building to the building across from me, which my cousins lived in. I grew up with the likes of James Posey. I like to bring that up because that brother, he made a name for himself out here. He used to, for those that don't know him, we called him Mikey. He played for the Miami Heat first. He got him a ring there, and he went to the Celtics, got him rings there. He had his dad. He had a structure there. So for the rest of us, we just grew up roughhousing it. Doing the best that we can do to make it in them streets. But like I said, my two buildings was cool, so it was all family and all love. Now at the age of 14, they go to roller coaster again because I end up. My mom had to go to the hospital first off. She had some issues with her heart, issues with her liver. She had some internal things going on due to her lifestyle, the diets. My mom Dukes like to hit them beers and stuff like that. That was her. That was her thing.
Mm.
My cousin was watching me, while she was in the hospital. Now, picture this as a young 14-year-old boy with your mother in the hospital. You're over your cousin's house. You're going to sleep. He just dropped you off from your house. You go to his house. You go to sleep. You wake up to knocks on the door, and you go to the front. You see his wife talking and just busting out in tears, right? So I'm like, what's going on? He got killed. Someone shot and killed him. So, I'm like, man, my mom's in the hospital having heart problems. We don't want her to find out about this. But lo and behold, a week after that, my mom ended up dying. So you see the roller coaster ride, man, it was ups and downs. So at that age already, I'm looking for some. At this age, I'm into Christianity, so I'm like praying all the time, begging God to help me, help me, help me. And I'm seeing all this stuff fall apart on me. You know what I mean? So I'm having some type of feelings here now, like God, what's up? You feel me? But
Facts.
so I kind of start going to alcohol and stuff like that at a young age, trying to get into that type of lifestyle. Drinking. I want to cover these wounds, put band-aids on it, block out all that type of stuff. From there,
Oh,
go ahead, bro.
no, 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 no. Hey, share the live, family. Make sure y'all share this live. Get my brother's story out there, and make sure everything good on y'all end. And I see everybody in here. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Rod,
Yeah,
you grew up in Cleveland, man. I'm in Toledo.
yeah.
You ever been to Toledo?
I've been through that area. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
really.
Okay, so
You
yeah,
know,
so I think, and it's so funny, man, because the people the more I connect with people, and especially in the community, people starting to take care of their health and everything, right?
mhm.
I'm meeting a lot more people from Ohio. Shouts out to my brother Kev Ramon. He from Cleveland, Ohio too, and Cleveland. One thing about Cleveland, Cleveland rough.
Yeah,
Cleveland rough, you
yeah.
know. So that's got a lot to do with. Are you still in Cleveland, or I'm sure you moved out right now?
No, I'm in Miami, Florida now.
Okay, how long you been in Miami?
Going on 10 years now.
Okay, so you've been out of Cleveland for a minute though.
Yeah.
Okay, but growing up in Cleveland, talk about a little bit more about how you were talking about the direction you was going in and things that you was encountering. Like, talk about the difficulty, like in growing up and knowing about eating healthy, living right. Was that in the vicinity of you? Did you ever see that? Like, how did you run into changing the way you were living in the direction you was going?
Family. Coming from a Baptist, I hate to keep bringing that type of stuff up, Baptist, the religion type thing, but we ate everything from the rooter to the tutor, as my mom and them would say from Birmingham, Alabama. We ate the whole hog. We ate whatever. If they seasoned it up, threw it on the grill, it was on and popping. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
healthy living is like crazy. Right now, my mom and them will probably say, a lot of my cousins in Birmingham may say this about me to this day. I don't know. I haven't seen them in a while. But when they see my plate, they would say I'm not eating because I don't have meat. If you're not
Yeah.
eating, you're not eating. That was the mentality. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Mhm.
it was real rough. Chitlins and all that. Yeah, you better have that on your plate. That's how they did it. That's how we did it back then. You feel me?
Mm.
But
Mm.
luckily, Islam, man, I got into Al Islam. and it brought me up. It took me away from the hog anyway. You know what I'm saying? It
Mm,
took me away from
mm,
that. And had I been really following the directions in Islam, I'd have been eating all halal meat, which means they take the meat and they kill it, they slaughter it in a certain way, certain manner.
right.
To this day, though, now I know that that still don't even really matter to me. I still don't want it, even though it's slaughtered in a certain manner, because that animal wanted to live just like I want to live. And what I'm eating is dead flesh. There's no life in the animal, regardless of how you killed it. You feel me? That's the
Mm.
mentality I have right now. And thanks to the Clevelander, the brother, Kev Ramon, he was painting them vivid pictures. You know how Kev do.
Fact.
He show you the rotten meat and all that type of stuff, man. So that type of stuff is also, it helps to fuel the lead that stuff along type of mentality, you know.
Indeed, indeed. Like, how did you run into Islam?
My cousin, Abdul Hakim, man. My in fact, I talked to that brother today. He introduced me to Islam, man. You know, it was I used to tease. This is the mentality. That's why I'm real patient with people, because he was patient with me, man, and Allah is patient with us. But I used to tease because I was eating my pork chops or whatever, and he was like, that's haram, man. You should be eating the pork, pig, and all that. And he get the Bible and start talking. I'm steady eating, like, I don't care about all that. But then I started thinking, like, wait a minute, he bring the Bible to me. So let me peep that. And he starts showing me where you're not supposed to eat pig and this, that, and the other. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, man, you know. So I got interested like that. And from there, I just kind of hopped on in. You know, it was different little phases to it, because we went from one phase to another, like one particular set to another particular set, and all that type of stuff, man. But yeah, that's how I got introduced to Islam, through my cousin.
Okay. So okay, so we get into our journeys, right? So once you got put on to Islam, right?
Hmm.
What's the next thing you learned after that that was just like mind blowing? You know what I'm saying? Like something
Well,
that turned you on to the truth.
I'm gonna tell you, I was in, like I said, we was going through different phases with Islam.
Right.
It was, I was involved. I was in the Nubian Islamic Hebrews and Saru Allah community. In fact, I lived in the community for a short period of time. It was on 105 in Cleveland, and as Saeed Al Imam Isa Al Hadi Al Mati, which would become Dr. York, which he was always Dr. York, but everybody know him as Dr. Malachi Z. York now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That brother, man, I don't care what nobody say about him. I don't care. I wasn't there. All the allegations and all that type of stuff they say about that brother, I know what he done for me. That brother brought me out of some dark spots and was showing me different things and opening my eyes to a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
He had a lot of stuff going on there. But the thing is, I got what you want to call stuck. Islam was beautiful to me, you know, and he was taking us through like different schools. Now, when I really pay attention and listen to some of the stuff that he was saying back then, now I know that that's what was going on, the different schools. You know what I'm saying? Then I
facts.
couldn't catch it. I was stuck on. Look, I'm keeping my garb on. I'm wearing my jalabia. I'm wearing my kufi. This is me. This is who I am. So I kind of left that alone. From there, I became a Sunni Muslim, and but I'm gonna tell you what happened. It's a few things that happened with me in Islam, man. For a while, I couldn't come up with the Arabic words to make salat and pray, right? And they always say you need to know the Arabic is more meaningful if you, but I couldn't get it, man. So I started crying. I wanted to make salat and worship Allah so bad, but I didn't know the words to say. So I'm crying, man, just begging inside. I'm going down and I'm begging and pleading. That was one of the things that kind of that touched me a lot, and I started getting into like meditation and stuff like that. So
Mm,
I was like, man, I know that all the prophets and all that, they always go somewhere and it's always they by themselves. They isolate, they meditating or whatever, becoming one with the source, which is I later found out, the source, the real God is within us. We keep looking outside ourselves for all these answers, but everything we truly need is right here. and we'll if we need something, we'll be guided. It'll come to us. We'll be guided to it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So that's how I end up getting into other stuff. But the truth was coming to me. What you talking about? That type of stuff was coming to me through Al Imam Isa Al Hadi and Maki. Dr. Z York was breaking all them truths and stuff like that down to us. Man, we was talking about the stuff that's going on now back in like I think like 90, 89, 90, 91. Me and Abdul Hakim and all of us, we was spitting this type of cashless societies and chips and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
And ain't that crazy though? So and you know what? I'm a firm believer, right, Ra, that most of the information you hear out here today, right, from a lot of your influencers and your so-called conscious community and all of these brothers who out here spitting that knowledge, right?
Mhm.
All of that, most of that, come from Dr. York.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
A
I
lot
hear
of that
stuff and
stuff
be
come
like,
from Dr. York.
right.
Like how? Okay, so I'm glad you touched on Dr. York, man. Like Rec Boy said, "Free Baba." Shouts out, and
Right.
indeed, indeed, and you know, I'm so. Are you? Do you listen to Young Elder them?
Sometimes, I kind of, when it comes to the true stuff now, I kind of just lean back a little. I know all that stuff, but when you keep, it's like the fear. You know what I mean? You start is panicking a little bit. So I lean back from that and just focus more on, look, okay, let me do this. Let me sit my behind down, be still, because everything's gonna be okay regardless. And I just meditate, man, and consult with Allah within me, God that's within me. I stop. I kind of get away from all that type of stuff, and
I hear
that's
you. I hear you.
another reason why these fruits is 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 it. You know what I mean? Because it helps you connect to source. You ain't you
Fact.
it's cleaning all that stuff out of you that's been put that you've been eating to block your third eye and get you all messed up, so you can't really see. You stay divided and stay all messed up out here. That's why I focus on me, man. I focus on a lot within me. You feel me? That's how I roll now. I don't get too much into all that other stuff anymore.
And that's a D. So and you know you running into Islam, running into Dr. York, right? When you how you talk about fruits now, you talking about, you know, you stayed away from pork, you learned about different phases of Islam, right? When did this all make sense to where you like, okay, Ra need to go on a journey of eating more fruits and tuning into more of this side of life? How did that connection happen?
Looking at the avatar in the mirror,
Mm,
I didn't recognize him. I lost myself completely because I was too busy trying to numb myself with alcohol and whatever else, numbing all the pain and numbing all the stuff that I got up here, all the truth that I learned. I'm trying to. It's kind of like when you take the red and the blue pill. You take the pill that show you everything. Now you know, but everybody else around you is still asleep. So you feel like,
mm,
damn, I think I want to go back to sleep. So I start numbing it. Becoming what they call a kafir in Islam, covering shit up, just damn, covering stuff up. You know what I mean? So I look at
facts.
myself in the mirror. I don't recognize the avatar no more. And I'm like, that did it for me, man. Not recognizing myself. It's like I got to get myself together. I lost me, man. So from there, I went on to, you know what? I'm finna stop doing this. I'm finna get myself back together, man. And the thing is, I'm gonna say one of the things that brought me was G Bryant, because he had a thing he was doing, uh, where I think it was 14 days too, where he was just like all fruits and vegetables, not just something like that. I can't remember exactly how it went, but that sparked me. I saw that. I'm like, you know what? That's how I'm gonna start it like that. I'm gonna try and start it like that. I tried starting it like that, but that didn't work too well for me. So what I did was I took grilled chicken and grilled fish, and that's the only meats I would eat along with the vegetables. After that, I cut the meats out, and it was just fruits and vegetables. That's how I got on the fruits, and I end up seeing you, bruh, which was crazy. One of your viral videos. You tripped me out, man. I can't even lie. I saw your video. I'm like, look at this dude here. You was on there cussing folks out and just being Bobby, being, you know what I mean, doing you.
Now, Ra, when you let me ask you this: when you first seen that, right?
Mm.
Seen me and I'm eating fruits, right? Do that did it match like the energy with the lifestyle? Like, what was your thoughts when you seen that dynamic?
When I saw you doing that, that let me know off rip, okay, I'm doing the right thing. If
Mm,
this brother right here is doing this, I know I'm on the right path. He on here, he telling these people, he cussing their ass out, letting them know. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I know I'm doing the right thing. Now let me get on in here, man. You, bro, was kind of like the little check mark, like you know what I mean. You go through your list, like when you checking yourself, like show me, Lord, give me a sign, type of thing. They go
facts.
Bobby cussing them out, tell them what to eat. There go a sign right there. I paid attention. You feel me?
Mm.
So yeah, you helped the brother out with that, man. You did.
Indeed, indeed. You know, and it's so crazy, man. I ask people that all the time because I'm often the energy, right? I'm often bringing the energy. I'm often allowing others to feed off the energy. I love that. You know what I mean? That's why I build up energy. That's why I do 111 days of apples to show people like, look at me eating fruit. Look how long you can do it. Look how easy it is. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to listen to nobody. But I often ask that because a lot of the times people get it twisted. Like we doing this just for show,
Right.
and it's not that. I think they don't see the other half of where we come from. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So when they see us doing this, it's like we showboating and all, but we just super happy to be here.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? And can you explain like the energy? Like, what was the one moment though when you got here and you was like, all right, this what I'm doing. I'm about to attempt to eat more fruits, and you kind of got into the community, kind of like full time with us.
The fruit up till five thing, man. That did it because I implement. That's what I was doing. Fruit up till five. Then I saw you going to the gym. I'm like, people, that's what people need to do is instead of they need to pay attention to what's being done and just implement it. Get off of
Yeah,
all the all the other stuff that they may be going through in their heads. Pay attention to okay, what this brother doing though? He making this happen. Okay, he doing that. He doing that. He's participating. You always participate. That's how you got. That's how you level up. You got to participate. You just got to put in work, man. That's what people got to do. You know what I'm
hey,
saying? I
when we
started
talk
getting
about
up.
participation, boy, that's the word, ain't it? Like, and I gotta tell everybody this for who don't know Ra. Like Ra, when I say consistency, right? Consistency equals success. That's what I mean. Ra is in the Fruit Up with Bobby Smith community, and I appreciate your energy in the community. Often people come into the communities and they thank the community so much. Like I'm getting so much out of the community, I'm getting so much, but they often don't lead them to get into thinking about what they put into it.
Right.
And you put into the community, and like it's an energy that everybody feed off of. Ra go live every single morning in the group on the treadmill, getting up with the people, motivating the people. And we call that playing your part, participation, right?
No
And
doubt.
while you do that at a very high level, talk about how important that's been, not only for other people, but for yourself and your own development and progress.
See that's the thing. It keeps you motivated. It 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 keeps you in the energy. You know what I mean? It makes you can when you do stuff like that, man, and you fruit it, you can't help but use the energy to try and you got to burn that energy. And my thing is, I'm not still here for just to be here. I'm here for a
Right.
reason, obviously, because I done been through some things that I probably shouldn't even be here, sitting here, talking to nobody. I probably should be gone. But I'm
Facts.
still here. I'm still grinding this. So I want to put this energy, since I'm still here, let me put it out here and get somebody, some help. They might be in the dark place like I was. Let me show them that, hey, if a 54-year-old man can get up and do this every day like this and show you every day for lunch, look what I'm eating, that's participating. I need to do that to try and help other people get themselves together, man. They see me doing it, they might be like, man, If this old bald head dude can do it, I can do it. You feel me? Big head butt. He doing it, I'm gonna do
Hey, that's a fact, man. Like, and often, a lot of the times when I get up and see you, I'll be like, man, it's really energy feeding energy.
it.
That's
Right.
why one of the biggest things right now, what's going on in the world, you have to participate, which is playing your part. And by doing that, just making posts, helping other people, that keep you in the energy. Now, let's talk. We're gonna talk a little bit more about that too, but um Lachey Taylor. I often hear you talk about Lachey Taylor, and her influence on how you came into the community. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Hey man, look here. I ain't got nothing but love for Lachey. Like I said in some of the videos I posted in community, Lachey was like that angel to me, man. She was like, in fact, the other day I wore a Storm shirt, the superhero Storm. I said this is
Mm-hmm.
representative of Lachey. To me, I was in a dark place. I lost my brother last year, right? And it took
Mm,
me backwards. I kind of, everything was going smooth, and then that happened, and then all of a sudden, them old tendencies start to come back. That's why I truly appreciate your platform and the energy that you was giving, that you let me borrow. I appreciate it.
indeed,
That's why I
indeed.
give back, bro. I truly appreciate it. But the thing is, I was watching not Facebook, but YouTube, and Lachey and I are friends on there, and we used to like she comment on some of my videos back when I was doing them, and I comment on hers, and so I saw one of her videos, and it was like she was sitting there talking directly to me, man. She was saying how you not your past, don't beat yourself up. It's about you being better. The stuff she was saying. I'm sitting there, man. I'm damn near like, you know what I mean? Brother one started crying.
Facts.
It was like she just put that hand out and was like, look, come with me, take your ass over into this community. You know what I mean? The thing is, I was already in the community. When I first started my thing, I had joined your community, but I wouldn't participate because I had my own thing going on. So it was
Right.
like, okay, I like what he's doing, but I'm doing me. But when things hit the fan, it was like, dang, I'm lonely. I'm by myself. I ain't got one person by themselves trying to fight an army because that's what we at war right now, man. I said that
That's
in
a
one of my videos. We are at war, and fruit up is the war cry. I heard it, baby. That's why I'm doing what I do. I'm fruiting up, and I'm trying to tell other people to fruit up and get your minds right too, because that's where we at right now. But I eased on back over there. It was like listening to her, man is what made me come back to the community, start participating and building that army. I'm in the arm. I'm with the group now. I'm with the family. We got this. So yeah, that helped me out a lot, man.
Hey, and I'm trying to tell you, man. Shouts out to Lachey Taylor, Betterism Podcast on YouTube. If y'all not subscribed to that channel, and that was a beauty of creating community. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta be honest, man. Like I think I didn't really get a sense of true community until August.
Mm,
And I think that's when you started kind of playing your part a little heavy around
yeah,
August, September, going in, doing the motivational videos and stuff. And you got a big like every community is built off the members and the group members that's in there, right?
right.
So often we think like fruit up with Bobby Smith, fruit up with Bobby Smith, and you think, oh, Bobby gonna be in here doing this and telling us to do that, but it's not really like that. I got the sense now that the people in the community are doing all the work. And when you notice people who really getting up doing it consistently like yourself, you be like, oh, that's a leader, right? And I think more so that's what people look at you as now, because I hear a lot of people say, hey, Ra, help me do this, Ra, help me do that. Do you consider yourself, Ra, a leader in the community?
Most definitely. I'm just keeping it real. Most definitely.
Indeed, indeed.
I know I'm a leader. I've been through a lot to be a leader. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I'm resilient. I know how to bounce back from different things, and that's why I keep telling people they really need to participate. That's how you stay in the energy. That's how you don't have to bounce back because you stand in the energy. You feel me?
facts,
Participate
facts.
is what you got to do. The minute
Stepping up
you
to the
start,
plate.
yeah, because I mean, most of us don't have nobody around us that's doing what we do, that's fruiting up, that's trying to live their life right, man. Most of us ain't got that. I can walk outside right now. I smell some ribs or something. You know what I mean? Going on. You go as soon as you walk out your house, it's hitting you.
It's
You
on.
know,
Facts.
and them people don't care. They so the food. It's an addiction, man. That stuff. It's so much stuff in it. You could tell people all day what's going on with it, and you got to be patient with it. That stuff
Hmm.
is super addictive. It's not easy out here.
It's definitely not easy out here, and we definitely, when you got people around in any community who really live in the lifestyle, who really being consistent, and you, my brother, have been consistent with the grapes. Every day you going live in the group, on lunch break, eating the grapes. Talk about your relationship with the fruit a little bit. Like how has life been since you adopted to the fruits, and what are some of your favorite fruits?
Oh well, grapes, of course. that's
Okay.
that's the easy one. And now I got this thing for Honey Crisp apples, man.
Mm,
That's my go to right there. The grapes, the apples, oranges. I've always loved oranges, even as a kid. Just the color alone, orange just do something to me.
mm,
Uh, I like I don't know, man. Watermelon, of course, because that really helped the brother. Watermelon and berries was my 14-day detox thing. Those was my choice to do that. So I
mm.
ain't got nothing but love for those two right there. With like blueberry,
Facts.
red, raspberries, strawberries, all that. I love them, man. That's it. Grapes is my
Indeed.
favorite. So that's it's a no brainer for anybody.
Hey, for anybody out there who don't know my brother Ra, the brother eating grapes at a very high level. And I remember you did start off with like eating berries and stuff every single day
Yeah,
and all that. But
yeah.
definitely eating grapes at a very high level every single day, starting frenzies in the group eating grapes. And when we talk about playing parts, right? And we talk about contributions to communities, and like my brother Ra, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be a community leader, got your own community doing things the way you want to run it over there, and I can't wait. And but in our community that you're a part of, you've been doing helping out a lot with the brother King Arthur and doing the Seeds of Inspiration show, right?
Oh yeah.
Um, Talk about the experience of doing that show and how that show now has you branching out and doing your own thing.
Man. I got it first. Salute King Arthur. That's
Salute
my
to
homie
King
right
Arthur.
there. My homie. Hey, I appreciate y'all for even letting me do that, man. First off, because it like I said, I like to participate, and that threw me right in there. And not only did it throw me in there, it gave me the opportunity to big other people up that's doing the same thing I was doing, that's participating, that's putting their
Facts.
posts out, that's working out, that's killing them fruits and stuff. I love to see that, man, and put big them up because that's what's up. I
Facts.
love it. The experience is great, man. It helps, like you said, me doing my own little thing, because I've never really I've never done anything like that. I've done YouTube videos before, but as far as like what we're doing right now, the live streams, the interviews,
Mm,
all that type of stuff, and this is all pretty much new to me. You know what I mean? So it's helping a lot. It's the experience, and
mm,
that's what other people in our group can do, man. If they participate, you know, get your story out there. You can help somebody. I've
that's
seen
a
a lot of
fact.
stories out there that's, man. Whew, I saw some today on the post that I can't wait till season inspiration pop back up tomorrow so we can point them out.
Indeed. Seeds of Inspiration going down inside the Fruit Up with Bobby Smith community. Seeds of Inspiration, for those who don't know, is a show that my brother Ra Ishmael, my brother King Arthur run inside the community where they every night, well now they're going to do it on Saturdays, where they was doing it 3 nights a week. Now they're going to do it on Saturdays, where they highlight other group members, and like Ra said, who on the same kind of journey that we was on. People who coming up, sharing their experiences, even not just that, but people who high level, all of that. Like we just highlighting members in particular and giving feedback on their posts. And Ra and King Arthur, like a dynamic duo on there. They be killing it. It's a real fun show, real good vibe. And my brother Ra really been holding it down. And now, Ra, you got your own thing going on. Talk about that. What's the name of the show? What's the theme of the show? Where can people find the show? And talk about what you trying to get out of it, what you want it to look like.
Was Love Life University. That's the name of it, and it's basically about how, okay, since we're fruiting up and we know the background, we know where we come from, we know that partying and BSing, which normally consists of alcohol and all that other stuff that's destroying our bodies. So now that you're fruiting up, what are you doing to love life? Because back then you thought you was loving life, but you was actually destroying your life. What are you doing
Mm,
now that you got this life flowing and going into you to love life? You know what I mean? That's pretty much what it is. I want to talk to people and see what are you doing? What's going on with you? You know, how you living? I want to conduct a few interviews with some people and see where they at. You know, that's
mm.
pretty much what it
Dope,
is.
dope. And Love Life University, is that the name of the YouTube, Ra?
Yeah. That's the name of my love. No. That's the name of the show. Love Life.
Okay, Love Life University is the name of the show. What's the name of the YouTube?
My YouTube is Love Life Envision. The
Mm,
quotation marks, Love Life, quotation mark, capital N, quotation mark, Vision.
Love Life and Vision. Okay,
Right. But
we're gonna make
at
sure we get
Love
that
Life,
up there too.
at Love Life with Ross. So
Hey, Ra, talk about this, man. Like in your actual community or where you at, right? Your environment. Has your lifestyle had an impact on those around you?
well, I have to say my immediate family is catching up. My wife and my daughter. They looking at me, they see the change in me. They can't help but see that. They see that because they don't that old guy gone. And fat guy, in fact, I still got some of his clothes in there that I gotta get rid of because I ain't ever putting that back on. I use that to wash my car or something. But yeah,
Fact.
it's it's helping them out. Now I had some coworkers that I work with when I was running my little thing and they was participating. They was doing the 14-day juice fast and all that type of stuff that I was doing. And it was helping them. My dude Shoney had lost some weight and everything. But the thing is, people don't know how to stay in that energy. Just like, like because when he ain't with me, like you go back home, his wife and family and friends and all that, they still on that other stuff. So it got hard for him, so he just kind of fell off, and he's yet to come back. So and the other two brothers, they kind of fell off, man. So no, around me, it's pretty much like Pac say, me against the world, baby. That's why I
Mm,
live on this internet, talking to some
fact.
people that I can try and bring in, and maybe they will stay in the energy and build from there. You feel me?
I like what you said. Like, that's why I live on this internet, right? Uh, like one thing I like people be like the internet, yo, I can't be on the internet all day and all this, but that's really the reason why we on here to stay in the energy, right? Like is it difficult to stay in the energy with like with having life? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it difficult to stay in the energy on the internet?
I'm gonna say that it's not it's somewhat difficult. It's not difficult to stay in the energy because once you click it on, okay, it's up to you to go to where you need to go. Like click on your private page, I already got Fruit with Bobby Smith like pinned. So I boom, that's where I'm at. So
Mm,
no, it's not difficult to do that. The only thing is what you don't want to do is you don't really want to lose yourself. That's why I say meditation and stuff like that is needed. You need to be able to step back from all of the energy and make sure that you holding your own energy also. Because sometimes you could get caught up and you kind of lose yourself and your authenticity. You know what I mean? You don't want to lose yourself like that. You want to so meditation and keeping yourself grounded and knowing, okay, this is what I want to do. Let me breathe. Let me get myself together and focus. Let me envision on who I want to be. You don't want to lose yourself. You don't want people to come on and think they you or somebody thinking they Ra or something. You want them to be authentic, be their self. And sometimes the internet can get you. You know that it can depress a lot of people and have people feeling like they compare themselves to everybody else. So you got to stay grounded within yourself, man. So that
man.
part right there makes it a little bit hard. That part. If you're not
Indeed. That's that comparison.
Yeah.
thing you talking about. I gotta do it like this, I gotta do it like that. And the more you stay in the energy, the more you realize that you're doing things your own way. You feel me? Like and you develop to doing things your own way. Uh Ra, when you talk about where you headed, right? From where you were and where you even were last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you see yourself going, even in the next 6 months to a year?
That's a good question. 6 months to a year. Well, I know I'm. Where do I see myself going 6 months? Man, that's a good one right there, man.
You
I'm gonna
putting in
have
that work, you got some direction.
to, I'm gonna have to sit and meditate on that one. No, you know what? I know that I'm rebooting the Love Life University uh Facebook page. I'm expanding that. I'm opening that back up because it's
Mm,
been kind of sitting there. I'm gonna dust it off, open that back up because with what we doing, not everybody. Okay, we know we have a message to send out. We want people to fruit up. We know that. We know off rip. You and I and a lot of others know that the fruits is what time it is. But we
fact.
still got some people that's not really, they know, but they kind of on the fence. So I'm opening that back up for them type of people that's kind of on the fence. And maybe they'll see from my example, because I'm fruit based. They'll see me, they'll see my energy, they see what I'm doing, they'll get into the energy, and they will gravitate to leaving the meat and all that other stuff alone and just fruiting up. You feel me? So that
Mm,
I'm opening that back. I see myself doing that. I see myself doing accountability programs. I see myself. I see us all meeting up. You, me, Kev, Cliff, Tiff, Kim. Oh, I see all. I see all of us meeting up sometime soon
facts.
and
Facts.
embracing each other, man, in person. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just seeing each other through these screens, I see that happening.
That's definitely about to happen. Fruit up retreat coming soon. Stay on the lookout for that. I'm telling y'all, we got some things in the works. It's so funny that you mentioned that, and that's been the vibe. 2025, we in that energy where, and I'm being honest, like I feel like it's an urgency, right? And I've been very transparent about this, right? I have. Like I've
Right.
been saying, like the energy shifting. We got to raise the bar. We gotta, gotta do it at a higher level. And that's why I'm doing what I do. It ain't when you put out that type of energy, like, hey, the people is urgent. We gotta move faster, we gotta do better, quicker. We ain't got that much time. With that, when you put that type of energy out there, you gotta show it. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying? Like, and that's what I'm doing with the 111 days of apples. Like, hey, by any means, we got to buckle down and get our discipline together. So, and when you talk about like building up your own community or something like that, right?
Mhm.
When you talk about helping others, is it difficult to help those around your age or like the ones that you grew up with, or do you find it harder to reach those people, or how do you reach people in any way?
Example was one. Reaching them by example. When they see the ones that know me and knew that stagnant is what I call them. They knew that guy with the big head and always throwing them back and smoking, doing whatever he do. They knew that character. And now they see this. They see the unk shifter. They see the new guy, right? And
Mm,
they want to. They like, well, shit. If he did it, some of them get that mentality that they can do it too, and which they can. I ain't better than nobody. We can all do it. You know what I mean? The works I do,
fact.
you can do also, even greater works than that, as Isa said in the scripture. They can do it too. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Yeah, but it's kind of difficult for some of them because they get set in them ways, man. They think that because their mom, dad, and everybody else did. That's how they grew up. That's the way it's supposed to be. But it's not like that, man. When you start feeling all these aches and pains and you can't hardly move, I got people younger than me, man, that can't do stuff. You know what I mean? It's not because they had an accident or something like that. It's because of the stuff that they eat and they destroying themselves. It's like they
Fact.
value them Big Macs and chicken sandwiches and polish boys and all that stuff more than they do their own life. They love that more than they love themselves. That's why they keep putting it into their system. And now you can't hardly walk and you feel like you look at me sometimes, the ones that had that envy and that jealous type stuff in their heart. You look at me like, who you think he is? At your age, you know how I do the silly stuff. I dress up. I do. I'm being me. I'm acting how I feel. You saying act my age? What that mean?
What
I
that?
don't even know what that means. You know what I mean? You
Hey, that's a fact.
they acting like they act because of what they're eating. They ain't
That's
taking
a
care of
fact.
themselves, man. I
I,
guarantee you. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I feel younger than I ever felt in my life. So to tell me to act my
Right,
age right now, I might be a teenager.
right. That's crazy, man.
um, no, but that's real talk though, because it's a lot of stubborn people out there. You know what I'm saying? And being the energy is different. Being the energy is totally different. So when we lead by example, that's what we doing. And people that's gonna take heed. You know what I'm saying? But when you talk about reaching people your age, ain't no way, ain't no way to reach people other than to get up every single day and use the platforms that we have and scream your message. That's it. Becoming yourself, becoming the best version of yourself, and showing people that you feel like the best version of yourself.
Right.
Because then people are gonna start gravitating towards that energy. So if you having a hard time reaching your like for anybody out there who having a hard time reaching an audience, especially people your age, get up every single day and show them how you living. And
Yeah,
eventually they gonna get tired of seeing you or they gonna want to see you more. Them the only options. Ain't no gray areas no more.
that's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Ain't no gray area. So Rod get up every single day and do it. Rod, what I want to do though, Mac, like you got a lot of good things going on. And I want to talk about where you come from a little bit more, right? So
Mhm.
when you come from where we come from, is it how give people the mindset, right, that it take to come from where we come from to get to where we going? Because we ain't got to where we going yet. We on the mission.
Right, right.
Uh, what's the mindset that they need to develop right now?
They gotta just wanna better themselves, man. You gotta know that you are better than what you're not your past, first off. Because a lot of people get stuck on, well, I did this and I did that, and I can't, they get stuck in that. You're not your past, man. You better than that. You create every day. You get the opportunity to make different choices and better yourself every single day. It's up to you to make that choice. That's the mind frame. You gotta wanna do better. And you
Mm,
got to stop focusing. What you focus on grows. If you keep focusing on all that negative stuff, then you're gonna see more of that. That's what you're gonna get when you start taking your attention, putting it on something more positive, something that's gonna better you. Then that's gonna start. You'll see more of that. You got to be being grateful is the ultimate mindset. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful the fact that you're still here and you have the ability to do something to better yourself. Just
that's
make
a
the right
fact.
choices. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
That's what you
mm.
got to do.
You
And
talk about
sometimes
make
they
no,
they
go ahead.
need they need people like us to tell them this type of stuff. Sometimes I gotta salute another brother before I even before we the brother, rest in peace, Omar Ali Bey from Cleveland, Ohio, was a brother that took me under his wing, man, when I was out there about to start doing dumb stuff again. And this was, you know, in them younger days, I was finna
Mm,
start going the wrong way, and that brother took me up, man, and got me into a group called Black Watch. I had the opportunity to stomp and walk with my big black boots with the X Clan, and we was going through the different projects of Cleveland, cleaning it up. You know what I'm saying? Getting the drugs out and talking to the drug dealers and stuff like that. So anytime
mm,
I get the opportunity, Omar Ali Bey, I got a shout out. Dwayne Browder, another one, rest in peace. I got a shout out for Cleveland, Ohio, because he was the guy that's like get in this boxing ring and POC in Cleveland had us in there swinging and boxing and kept us out the streets. I gotta salute people like that because it's mentor, it's people out there, man. It's the choices that we make. We all have choices, and it's always a messenger or angel, which is what I call them, in your midst that you can talk to and that's willing and trying to help you. But it's up to us to look at that and take their advice or accept that the gift that they're giving us. So I gotta salute them brothers for that in Cleveland. Rest in
Hey,
peace, both of them.
salute to the real ones. Salute to the real ones for real. And you know what? Like, I got to tell you this: you are an inspiration to me, right? Often people tell me, Bobby, you inspire me, you motivate me, and I get it, right? But I'm doing what I do. You know what I mean? I'm a fruitarian. I'm doing that, right? Go to Love, Life, and Vision and subscribe right now while y'all at it. Um, and then but you are inspiration to me because it's so many men in the not in the community that's not in the community, men that I know, men that I see that's your age, that's your that come from the what we call tonight the old school, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not taking heed. They not. I'm talking about. I got uncles, I got friends, I got cousins, I got neighbors. I got. They not taking heed. They still drinking the alcohol. They still smoking the weed. They still out here in the streets. They just not taking heed. So when I see somebody like you every day doing it, I'm like, that's how I'm gonna be.
Yeah, that's
You
what's
feel
up.
me? So you see how the energy feed energy.
Right. I
You know
appreciate
what I mean? I'm gonna be just like Ra. So it's important for me to stay on this so I can be like that. So salute to you, brother, and what you doing every single day. And you've been killing it, man. You've been really killing it, and you've been inspiring and motivating a whole lot of people. And you gonna continue to do so because you really just getting started.
right.
You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? Really just getting started and catching the eye of a lot of people in the community. So what I want to do for you, man, is I want to give you the floor before we get up out of here to say whatever you want to say to the people. Whatever you got going on, whatever plugs you got, love, life, and vision. Subscribe right now. All of that, Rod. The floor is yours, brother.
Well, hey, what can I say, man? What I do want to tell y'all though is it's up to you, to be your own hero. No matter what I say, no matter what Bobby say, what Kev or anybody say, it's up to you to do what you got to do to better yourself, man. And you you can do it. If somebody like me can do it at the age I am now, which age ain't nothing but a number, but if somebody like me can do it with a background like mine that came up without a dad, mom dying at the age of 14, and all the other dumb stuff I've been through that I put myself through, the motorcycle accidents, the car accidents, people showing me their gun about if I can make it through all of that stuff and still be here and strive to better myself, you can do that also. You just have to get into this energy. Fruit up first off. Get the right stuff going into your body. If you start eating the right stuff, you'll start seeing things a lot clearer. It's because that's you can't really get it now because your mind's so foggy on all the alcohol and the other stuff that you're doing. Clean your body out first. This is the only vehicle we have. These avatars, this body that we in. This is it. It ain't like them cars where you could just go get you another car. Once this body shot. You feel me? So I just want to tell y'all that you got to want to do it. Be your own hero. Unk shift on them, baby. Do what you do. Switch it up. Switch up the game. And don't matter what nobody else has to say about you. Forget them. Let them do them. You focus on you. Meditate. Do what you got to do to get yourself straight. Think about what's your why. Why would you want to do that? Do you have kids? Do you have grandkids? Do you have little cousins? Anybody that you want to see grow up and be healthy and strive and do stuff great in this life and make a mark, leave something behind that's worthwhile. It starts with you. If you start showing them and leading by example, man, they'll follow that example and that's how they'll grow. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really want to do that. That's about all I got. But go follow me on Love Life and Vision on YouTube at Love Life with Ra. You see me in the Fruit Up community. If you're not in this community, if this is on my page also. If you're not in this community, Fruit Up with Bobby Smith, hit that link. I always post stuff, so you should be able to find Bobby easy. In fact, I got something on my page now with his face on it. So Fruit Up with Bobby Smith, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Um, if y'all not going, if y'all need something extra, I got another link that I'm gonna plug in, but it's all connected. It's fruit based. We trying to get ourselves right out here. You feel me? So And once again, you know my slogan there, those that follow me, love life and live love, baby. That's what time it is out here. Love life.
Love life and live love, man. Look, Rod, I hear you often say, I ain't gonna let you get up out of here without talking about this real quick. Often talk about the Ankh shifter, right?
Oh,
Can you talk? What's the Ankh shifter?
Unc Shifter, man, that's like uh as a kid, I've always had this crazy imagination, man. Me and my friends in the project there used to have these action figures and we come up with our own creation, our own heroes. So I've never left that. I've always kept my imagination, you know what I mean, as a kid. You got that's very important is to be able to imagine it. That's everything comes from that. Mine is all everything that you see came from a vision, a thought. So I keep my imagination, someone imagining it. I see myself as that's one of my characters, the Ankh shifter, right? And
Mm,
Stagnus is the villain. That's the old me that was drinking and all that type of stuff. Ankh shifter is just my hero, man. That's who I call myself. I'm my hero. So I'm Ankh shifter. That's the name of my the character. That's
I
where
love it. I
that's
love it.
where
I love it. Hey, man, you know how big that is, though. How important that is to like have that, like you said, that imagination. I don't get me wrong. I act like a little boy sometimes, don't I? Somebody out there know I act like a little boy sometimes.
Ain't no wrong with that. And the kids are the best, man. They still have the imagination. They haven't been sucked in and concrete. You know, they don't have that concrete type mind of way of thinking. You know what I mean? Their
Fact.
imagination is that's how things get created, man. Everything we see today came from somebody's thought.
That's
Everything.
a fact. That's a fact. Hey, I ain't mad at you, man. I love it. I love it. And you very creative too. You know, doing a lot of flyers, a lot of things. Rod, very creative, man. Y'all got to get in the community and just join his YouTube, join his Facebook, all of that, man. My brother is really talented, really motivational, really living the lifestyle, and really showing up every single day. So I love you, man. I appreciate you. You know, I'm always gonna be here, riding with you, walking with you, and whatever you got going on. And we just can't wait to see you keep enlightening people while you enlighten yourself, man. Real talk. Much love to you, brother. Keep doing what you're doing.
Stand here, bro. Much love to you. Thank you, man, for this platform, bro. Thank you for
Indeed, you already know.
yeah, keeping me going. It's like the rehabilitation center. I love you, bro. Love you. No
Love you
doubt.
too, family. Indeed. Y'all know what it is. Hey, go follow my brother Ra Ishmael right now. Go subscribe to the YouTube, Love, Life, and Vision. I'm telling y'all do not want to miss everything Ra got going on out there. Ra, man, you have a wonderful night, man. I love you. I appreciate you, brother.
You too, bro. Much love.
Indeed, indeed. My
Salute.
brother Ra Ishmael. So y'all know what it is, family. Every single Friday we bringing these to y'all. We just gonna be consistent, bringing y'all the information, bringing y'all the people. Also, so next Friday, I got my brother Alan Manglona. I know I'm saying this last name wrong. But my brother from Japan, Fruitarian, gonna talk a little bit about what he got going on over there, his journey and his health journey and everything we got going on. So fruitupwithbobbysmith.com to join my boot camp program that we got $47 a month where we helping beginner content creators and people being held accountable for their health journeys. Fruitupwithbobbysmith.com. Unbig your back challenge going down next month. Unbig your back challenge, $30 only. Bobby Smith, Tiff Moore, Lala Floyd. We gonna be in there acting a fool all month long, helping the people unbig their back, having Zoom meetings, lives. It's gonna be crazy, trust me. So make sure you go to fruitup13.com to get inside that challenge. We got so much going on. Fruit Up with Bobby Smith. We just getting started. It's day 17 of 111 days of apples. If you think that the energy has begun, you ain't in the energy. We ain't got started yet, family. I ain't made it to 31 days of no water or apples yet. Once I get there, the energy shifting again, right? So it's important for people to keep up. That's all I'm going to tell you. I've been very transparent about this. Go to fruitup13.com, get in the unbig your back challenge, especially if you got a big back. Especially if you got a big back. Get in there with Bobby Smith, Tiff Moore, and Lala Floyd. Start looking better, start looking good. All of that good stuff. FruitUpWithBobbySmith.com. Subscribe to the YouTube. Get in the group. Get the merch. All of that. We turning up 2025, family. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Fruit up.